Hey Andre, you know, we make a promise to our viewers, you guys, that you saw it first on the Fast Lane truck. And today we have some insider news about the new F-150 Ford Raptor. Not the current one, but the one that's coming up. By the way, what are you doing all the way over there?
Well, I'm over here because I don't like you. No.
You let out a secret, Andre.
No, it's social distancing. We're at the studio. We want to bring you guys the news, and we want to have a chat about this.
Yeah, but seriously, I think that our record shows that when our inside sources let us know something, it turns out to be true. Do you remember when certain YouTubers out there were telling people that the Tundra was going to get a V8, the next generation? And what were we reporting, Andre?
I remember, but our source said twin turbo V6 and also a hybrid option. And then all of a sudden, everybody said so also.
Yeah, pretty much not confirmed, but it's pretty much given the new Tundra. And you recall when we were the first to report on the Bronco that it was going to have locking front, locking rear. What else do we report?
2.3 liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine.
Yep.
Yes.
And
it came true.
Yeah.
That's what the Bronco does have.
Yeah. And do you recall when Tommy and I were the first, this isn't that long ago, to do a video saying that Ford was going to stuff a already big V8 into the next generation Raptor?
Yeah.
And then the week after, everybody reported it?
Yes.
Well, guess what?
We have a confirmation of partially of that news.
Yeah, so in this video, we're going to tell you some very interesting news about the next generation Raptor that we've got from inside sources that we're pretty sure that this is what's going to happen. Now, we haven't confirmed it with Ford because when we try to confirm stuff with Ford or any other manufacturer, what do they say?
They say no comment about future products.
Yeah. But before we spill the beans on the next powertrain in the F-150, we have to talk about the TRX because I can't help but feel that this is a direct result of what Ram is putting under the hood. So let's talk about the TRX.
Yeah, right there. It's behind me now. I have a picture of it flying over the desert. And there's many things about the TRX, but it's a very unique truck that Ram has just introduced very recently. Brand new frame, brand new suspension, 35-inch tall tires, and 702 horsepower. This is a supercharged V8, a 6.2 liter, basically a Hellcat engine, made it to an 8-speed automatic, and 118 mile an hour top speed.
Yeah, they basically not only raised the bar, they obliterated the bar by raising the horsepower by 252 horsepower from the current Raptor's 450. And like I kind of guessed, Ford is incredibly competitive, and I didn't think that they would let that stand. So let's get to the first bit of news that we know about the new Ford Raptor that we got from insider information. Once again, not confirmed, but we're fairly certain that this is what's going to happen. What is it, Andre?
Yeah, so actually a week ago, we had the spy photographer send us a video clip, right? Remember this? Mm-hmm. And this spy photographer was also saying that his sources were telling him that a 5.2 liter supercharged V8 from the Shelby Mustang GT500 is making its way into the Ford Raptor for the next generation of the Ford Raptor truck. And everybody said, nah. You know, and then the clip was inconclusive, right? He had a video clip of the truck accelerating, turning, and driving away. It was kind of noisy. A lot of people said it's a twin turbo V6.
I said it was wind noise, basically.
Well, you know, those V6s pump a lot of air.
Yeah, they do pump a lot of air.
So, but his sources were saying, you know, 5.2 liter supercharged V8 with over 700 horsepower. Because, you know, like you said, Ford is very competitive. They're not going to let 702 horsepower stand, right? You would imagine. So they always try to get the best in class claim for everything they do in trucks.
So what is our inside source saying?
So our inside source says that the next Raptor will have not one, but two power options. Two engine options.
So right now, the only choice is, of course, a twin turbo V6. And so you're saying that the next Raptor is going to have two options for powertrains.
Yes, and they're calling this once again, unofficial, according to our source, they're calling the first engine option the Power Boost HO. Power Boost is their latest hybrid marketing term, which means it's going to be a hybrid V6 twin turbo Raptor.
Like the current one.
Yes, but more power, I hope, right? So what is this going to mean? Because they put the HO, high output designation on this, according to our source. So it has to have more power. Do you think it's possible it could be the Lincoln Aviator setup?
Well, that's a hybrid. So are you saying that they're going to have a high output very similar to the Aviator, which is basically a hybrid where the electric motor ends up increasing the torque and the horsepower that the standard V6 twin turbo puts out, which is how much in the Aviator?
So in the Aviator is interesting. It's using a 3-liter V6. The current Raptor uses a 3.5-liter V6. The Lincoln Aviator current output for their high-end hybrid is 494 horsepower and 630 pound-feet of torque, which is a lot of torque, and it also has some all-electric capability, right? You can drive a certain number of miles in all-electric mode. So it has all that, but Raptor could probably do more, right? If they use a 3.5-liter kind of a little bit higher displacement engine, maybe put extra, other high-performance turbochargers on top of it, and of course a hybrid. This could be well over 500 horsepower, well over 630 pound-feet of torque. That's already a pretty good setup.
So that would be kind of the base engine in the Ford 2021 Raptor? Yeah, 2021
yes.
Raptor. But that's not why you guys are watching this video, because we've got more news. And that is what, Andre?
That there's going to be a limited edition Raptor.
Ooh, a limited edition. So a second engine output.
Yeah.
In a Raptor.
Yeah, 5.2-liter supercharged V8. This is confirmed using our second source. So now 2 sources are saying this. Over 700 horsepower, but limited numbers. So this is an important, Roman. This is an important fact that they said limited numbers. So not like everybody gets a V8 Raptor.
So what you're saying is that potentially it'll have the supercharged GT500 engine.
Yes.
But that's going to be for the kids who deserve a special cookie or pay a special price.
Yes. And remember,
whoever Ford decides those people are.
And remember, TRX broke another record, right? TRX can now be configured to over $100,000. And the current kind of a high-end Raptor with most options is about $76,000. So Ford has another $24,000 potentially dollars worth of equipment they could add to their Raptor, which is a lot of money, dude.
Yeah, so let's just recap so that you guys understand what we have found out from our sources. One, that there's going to be a high output twin turbo V6, which may or may not be hybridized in the next generation Ford Raptor.
Or will be hybridized, according to
like the Aviator.
Yeah.
Most likely will be right. And then there'll be an additional special edition V8 supercharged Raptor that will be limited in number, but also kind of be the top dog Raptor, which is pretty exciting.
Dude, I am excited, and I think the market will speak for itself, right? It always does. If that limited edition V8 Raptor is successful, which I think it probably will be, you guys let us know. Maybe Ford will increase the number of those built. So who knows? So
let me kind of get out of what we know and go into a little bit of speculation now. And the speculation on my part first starts with the fact that competition is good for all of us.
Yes.
Right. So while it may mean that there'll be a Raptor that's over 100,000, it also means that there'll be a Raptor that puts out a boatload more power and more performance than the current Raptor. Having said that, the cool thing is that FCA does not make money by not selling trucks, and so they're not. As far as I know, they only did really one real special edition, which was a Demon, and no one's talking about a Demon like TRX out there. So this looks like the beginning of a super truck war, dare I say
absolutely.
And let's look at the Mach-E, right? Originally the Mach-E, the first edition, was supposed to be limited to, I think the number was like 3,500, and they doubled it to 7,000.
Yes.
And now they're selling it through other outlets, and so we really don't know how many first edition Mach-E, this is the electric Mustang.
And the same thing happened with the Bronco first edition, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So even though we're reporting that there will be a special edition V8, I'm going to assume that that's going to be not as special of an edition a year from when it's released as opposed to when it is first released.
Yeah, but it's good for all of us, right?
It's good for all of us. Yeah. That's what counts, you know.
Yeah.
It's good for all of us, and it's good for both, you know, the electric truck guys and the traditional truck V8 guys, because now we've got a choice.
Yeah, and of course, I think these trucks, it's the golden age, like you said, Roman, and you know, these really powerful gasoline-powered trucks will they will fight against those electric trucks that are also coming. You know, GM is saying, you know, their Hummer is going to have 1,000 horsepower. Well, these trucks will have close to that.
Well, guys, remember, you saw it first. In this case, you heard it first on the Fast Lane Truck. And Andre, I think it'd be a great way to end this video by giving Ford an open invitation to bring it here to TFL, to our millions of monthly truck viewers, and roll it out and show the world that the Raptor is not going to be made extinct by it's TRX, but it's really T-Rex, right? Yes. You know that, right?
Right.
That the Raptor is not going the way of the Dodo, but is fighting back.
Absolutely. And then, of course, guys, if you're wondering about General Motors, GM, we also have a video on TFL Off-Road of their racing Silverado truck that may have a glimpse into what they're doing, but we don't have any insider sources into GM yet.
Yeah, and of course, you know, this leaves the door wide open to Nissan, maybe, to come back with the
Nissan Warrior and Toyota, CRD exactly. Pro squared.
Hell, even the Hyundai
Santa Cruz.
You could make an Uber Cruise. I'd love to see that.
All right, thanks, guys.
Next time. Ciao.